Hello and welcome to the Daily Coaching Lockdown Football Training Session. So today's session number 7, and today I have 4 key parts of the session for you. So we're going to start off with a warm-up, then we're going to look at a technique exercise where we'll focus on the technique of controlling the ball, then we're going to move into a ball mastery exercise, and then we're going to finish up with a ball circuit exercise, okay? So for this warm-up, all you need is a space and a ball. So once you've got your space and your ball, then we're ready to start. Cool, so for this warm-up, it's quite a simple one, okay? What we're going to be doing is we're starting with the ball in between your hands, standing in your space, okay? What you're going to do is you're just going to simply rotate the ball around your body, okay? You'll be moving in different directions, you're going to see if you can get a little bit of a jog on as well as you're doing so, but making sure that you're just moving the ball around your hips, okay? Around your waist. Just using both your hands to do so. Times as well, you may change the direction in which you're going. Whoa! Okay, to change the direction, and just making sure it's a controlled movement around, so we're getting our body nice and ready for our activity, and also getting our arms as well, which we'll be using at stages of our session today as well. Okay, change direction again. Whoa. So when you change direction as well, okay, it does create a bit of a challenge, because you get so used to going into a routine. You might go backwards as well, by the way, go forwards, you're going to change different directions. Okay, so it's a nice one just to get our body really ready for our activity, but also as well our mind, okay, because not only are you moving around trying to get nice and warm, but as well we are thinking about the coordination of where's the ball, where am I having to move it to, and where am I travelling to as well as I'm moving around. Cool. If you have somebody else there with you, something that they can try and do is they can maybe shout out change, which will just help to create a bit of confusion, also a bit of problem solving and decision making as well, and also most importantly as well a reaction out of you. Okay, so you're moving around. Change. 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 Whoa, changing the back, you didn't know what you told me to. Change. Okay, and so on. So, this time around what you're going to do, okay, is as someone's making the, as you're making the movements around your body, all of a sudden you're going to go round, 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 okay, round, round, round. So again, a bit more of a challenge, especially psychologically as well, because we're now having a few more movements into this routine, into our warm-up, just moving in different directions. Round, 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 opposite direction. Let me get away. Cool, shot right there. Round, round. Okay, cool. So again, if somebody else is there with you, they can help shout out, change direction, and again, it just creates that reaction which you have to change, moving what you're doing. And believe me, tough one psychologically, also quite tough on your arms as well. All right, you're constantly moving your arms around, constantly using the movement of your arms, and also the judgment of the ball as well. Okay, so try not to have too much of a heavy ball. Right, cool. Final part now. So again, as you're moving around, pick one direction to start off with, and this time what we're going to do, rather than bouncing, go round, round, kick, round, round, kick, round, round, kick. And again, try and use both feet. Round, round, kick. Round, round, kick. Round, round, kick. Round, round, kick.
so on. And again, if there's somebody else there with you, just try and make sure that they help you and assist you by shouting out change, or possibly shouting out kick as well. Okay, so it could be moving the ball around. If you're in the younger age group, it could be bounce. If you're in the more experienced age group, it could be going to do kick. They can either shout out change direction, bounce, or kick, or even all three of them. Okay, so again, it helps psychologically get ready to make decisions for problem solving. Okay, and also as well, again, more ability or higher ability age groups, more advanced players, I'll be expecting you to use both your feet in that exercise, and possibly as well adding in some more exercises or some more movements. Okay, so it might be fire or knee. Okay, left or right. Okay, so just lots of thinking going on there, lots of repetitive movement, and getting our body and our mind nice and ready for our session and our activity, which we're going to get into. Okay, cool. Give it a try. See how you get on.
Cool, so that was our warm-up. So remember, some of the key points from our warm-up is that we was really looking and focusing and preparing our body for our activities, which we're going to be doing today, okay? It wasn't too physically demanding, but what we was doing was using our arms, we were using our hands, we was using our body, we was using our feet, and also importantly, we was using our mind, okay? And that's an important part for any part of our warm-up, okay? We're replicating the movements which we'll be actually doing within an activity or on a game day, which we'll be doing within a game, right? Cool, so now we're going to be moving into our next exercise, which is a techniques exercise, and we're really going to be focusing on our techniques of controlling the ball, okay? Now for this, you need a space and you need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your ball, we're ready to go.
Right, so for this next exercise, we're focusing on our techniques, okay? The techniques of controlling the ball. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to start in your space. You're going to start with the ball in your hands, and the only area of the foot which we're going to focus on at the moment is the sole of our foot, okay? And we're going to use this to trap and stop and keep the ball that we're moving around under control. So, start with the ball in your hands, okay? You're going to gently throw it up, not too high. You're going to let the ball bounce. And when you feel ready, okay, when you feel comfortable that you can control and stop this ball, you place your sole just on top of the ball like that, okay? So, moving around the area. Finding the space, good, throw up, 2, 3, stop, good. Remember to try and use both of your feet if you can. We're just trapping that ball using the sole of our foot. Trying to use my left. Into the position where I can control it, adjusting it, down, control, adjusting the ball, going out with it, good, last few, pushing the movement forward, here we go, trap it, last one, super. Now, if you're of that younger age group or the lower ability or less experience, then I'll be expecting you to have a few more bounces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I can trap it. If you're of the older age group, try and see if you can bring in less. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then obviously each time you do this, you can try and see if you can improve on your score and have fewer bounces on each occasion. Okay? Obviously that's why I said don't throw the ball too ridiculously high. So number one, if you're inside, you don't want to hit anything. Number two, because we're just focusing on the technique of controlling the ball coming from different heights, okay? And even when you do throw the ball up in the air, you still coming back down, and you know, there's still a bit of a height difference between where you actually throw the ball up and where it lands on the ground as well. So it doesn't need to be too high. Okay, so younger age groups, lower ability, more bouncing in between, higher age groups, more experienced players, less bounces in between, alright? Cool. So once you've had a few goes back, remember lots of repetition because we're just focusing on the technique at the moment. Really make sure that you do both your left and your right foot using the sole foot as well, because again, more comfortable, more confident, and just getting used to understanding how to judge and react and move our body based on if we do it right. How do I have to move my body to react to balance on my left? And then obviously stop with my right, or vice versa as well, okay? React, move my body, balance towards my right on my right foot, and then be able to stop with my left, alright? Cool. Now we're using a different part of the foot. We're going to use the front area of this foot, okay? So the laces, area of our feet, Okay, and what we're going to be doing is we're just going to start to cushion, and what I mean by that is softly touch this ball, okay, to bring it under control, to take away some of that speed. Alright, again we're going to be letting the ball bounce, so find myself a space, let the ball go up in the air, 2, 3, and I'm just bringing it slowly under control using that front area of my foot, okay, so 1, 2, 3, and look, I'm just bringing it to a halt by taking away some of that speed. Really important as well, just make sure you do have it under control. You can put your foot on top of it afterwards, okay, just to show the example that look, that ball is under control now. Alright, so we'll do a couple of them. So up in the air, down, stop. Okay, up in the air, under control, stop. Up in the air, stop, stop. Up in the air, so just helping to bring that ball down a little bit quicker, okay? Stop. Because before, where you may have had more bounces in between, 2, okay, bringing it down quicker, closer to the ground this time. Remember, we're using the front area of our foot just to help take away some of that speed of the ball, and some of the power there and bouncing. Okay, and foot on top just to control it afterwards. Okay, cool. So we focus on the sole of our foot. We now focus on the front area of our foot, so the laces, kind of in between the laces, in between the front area of our foot here. Okay, if you want to challenge yourself a bit more, okay, my advice would be that can you try and do it so that as you throw the ball up, bring it under control straight away. So no bounces in between. It might bounce once it's come off your foot or the front area of your foot. Okay, but now trying to see if you can bring it under control and then put your foot on the ball. Okay, so ball goes up in the air, under control, and then bring it down. Alright, so no bounces in between. So when you're in your space, again, you're watching the movement of the ball. Where's it going? Where's it going? Bring it under control. Now try and stop it. Okay, a couple of them. Up in the air, control. Now stop it. Up in the air, control. Now stop it. You possibly both things if you need to. Don't aim to restrict one foot as well. Okay. If you notice the ball's getting away, maybe on your left hand side, you need to use your left or your right foot, vice versa. Feel free to do so. Okay, I use my right foot to control it, my left foot to actually control the ball. A bit more advanced as well. If you don't want to actually end up stopping the ball, because again you might continue the movement, it might just be up, and then you can carry on moving with the ball in whichever direction you're going. So pull up, under control, now I carry on moving. That could add a bit more realistic element to the game. So up in here. So it's not that you're losing control of the ball, it's just you're purposely pushing it forwards to the left or to the right, okay? So, walk it up, carry on moving, okay? Because obviously, like I said, in the game, you're not always just going to want to control it and stop it in one position, okay? It might be the ball goes down, control, and now move on. Alright, so think about the next movement after you've put that ball down under control. And final part as well, okay, again this is for the really higher ability players, maybe more advanced players, that what you can do is rather than actually throwing it in your hands, you can possibly try and do it where you start with the ball up in the air, okay, or sorry, on the ground. The ball's up on the ground, up, okay, move around, find an area, bring the ball up, and bring it up. Now I think about the next movement. Okay, that adding that realism of pick the ball up, under control, now I'm making my movement to wherever I need to go. Alright? So a few different variations there for you. But the key things, because it's a technique exercise, you just want to get lots of repetition in, okay? Lots of different scenarios, the ball's coming in at different heights, taking fewer touches or fewer bounces, should I say, in between, seeing if you can do it with no bounces, okay? And more importantly as well, finishing off that variation, thinking about off to our left? Can we go off to our right? Can we go forward? Thinking about what we're going to do actually inside of the game. Cool. Give it a try and see how you get on.
Right, so that was our techniques exercise. Now remember, some of the key points to take away from our techniques exercise is that we was focusing on the technique of controlling the ball, okay? So really important, I focused on exploring different ways to actually control the ball, both using our left and our right foot, okay? Now the reason why it's important to explore is because obviously in a game, you don't know how the ball is actually going to come to you, okay? So it's really important that we react in different ways and we also move and adjust our body to the movement of where the ball is actually going, okay? So we can keep the ball under control and we can keep possession of the ball within our team too, okay? So really important that we explore, we do lots of repetition and we try and use both our left and our right foot as well, all right? Cool, now we're going to go into our ball mastery exercise, and for this, you need a space, you need a ball, and you need various different objects. Now I've got 6 different cones, okay, and what I'm going to ask you to do is, again, as always, if you don't have access to cones, just get your hands on anything that can be used as an object, so maybe toilet rolls, jumpers, trainers, jackets, anything that you have lying around the house, okay? But this is going to have to create a circle. So once you've got your objects, once you've got your space, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go.
Cool, so this is our ball mastery exercise. Now for the ball mastery exercise, what you need to do is you need to set out your objects like so. So I've created a circle out of mine. If you have a bigger area which you can work within, then that's probably better because we have a bit more space inside and also around the outside of the circle as well. But if not too much of a problem. So set out your circle, then what you're going to do is you're going to start inside the circle like so. And you're going to pick one foot to start off with. So I'm going to start off with my left foot, okay? And all you need to do is start with the ball on the floor, using your left foot. You're just going to move in and around the circle, okay? So remember, like I said, if you have a bigger area, it means you have a bit more movement which you can take. If not, it's not a problem. And I'm just using different parts of my feet, using the inside, the outside, and the sole, just to move around this circle, making sure the water doesn't go outside. Adjusting my body so I can react to keep the ball inside the circle, okay? Just getting lots of repetitive touches on the ball, moving in quick speed, different directions, to the side, forward, backwards, inside, outside, sole the floor. Keep going for about 20 more seconds. Lots of touches, change my direction of my body as well. Cool. Once you've done it on one foot, you'll then change onto the opposite foot. It's going to look exactly the same. Lots of touches on the ball. Sole, inside, outside. Different parts of the feet. We'll keep it inside the circle. Adjust your body if you need to as well. Lots of touches. We'll keep it inside. We're just using one foot to begin with. Inside, outside. Sole the foot as well. Last 3. Different directions too. Cool. Right, so quite a physically demanding exercise, okay? So it's constant movement all the time. Not only of your body, but also of the ball too. Okay, so we're again, as we have done in similar sessions, we're having to react to the movement of the ball as well. But this time a little bit different, okay? We're in control of the ball, so we decide where that ball moves to, okay? The only time we have to react, say for example, if the ball's starting to go away from over here, I might change the direction of my body just so that I can face back into where the circle is and I can carry on with my movements, alright? Cool, so we've done our left foot, we've done our right foot. Again, younger age groups, maybe just focus on 1 or 2 parts of the area, different parts of the area of the feet. So it might possibly just using the sole, so to move that ball around. Okay, or it might just be the inside and outside of our feet, just to move that ball around. Older age groups, more advanced age groups, or sorry, more advanced ability group, I'll be expecting you to use various different movements, combining them all together. Okay, so inside, outside, sole of the foot, and use them on different occasions. Also, most importantly now, we're starting to try and understand the appropriate times of when to use it. So maybe dragging it back towards our body to pull it away from an area, and then bring it closer to us so it's under control, or so you're using the inside and outside to help us change the direction in which the ball's going, or to keep it under control again. Okay, so younger age group, less experienced, or lower ability group, okay, just focusing on 1 or 2 movements at most. Then older age groups, more advanced ability, definitely combining all the movements that you can possibly do, okay? Now, keep that same thing, keep those same similar challenges, however this time we're using both feet, okay? So exactly the same thing, we're just using both of our feet to help us move, navigate this ball around the circle now, okay? Again, we're just trying to create random movements on the ball, changing our body position, changing the direction of the ball as well. Okay, and lots of repetition here, lots of touches on the ball. Changing the direction of the ball, changing the speed which the ball is travelling. Be as creative as you want, try to do some little skills if you want to, different directions of the ball as well. That's really going to help us to be able to master the ball and also master these techniques too. Last few. Cool. So that's inside the circle. So again, lots of touches, repetitive touches, various movements on the ball, and combining our movements all together, okay? Really making sure we keep it under control, but exploring different directions. Forwards, backwards, left and right, okay? Making the ball travel quickly, and also slowing the ball down to keep it under control. Cool. The final part of this one, now, you're going to start on the outside of the circle, okay? And what we're going to be doing is just trying to see if we can move around the outside of the circle, okay? And keeping the ball under control. For this one, my advice would be straight away to try and use 2 feet. Okay, you just want to try and keep the ball as close as possible to the outside of the circle. So be as creative as you want. We're using both of our feet. Start inside, outside. Now, what's going to happen is we're now going to go the opposite direction. Okay, so exactly the same thing, inside, outside. Go on the foot as well. And so on. And what I was going to say was that if you have somebody there with you who's either helping out or assisting or overseeing what you're doing, okay, then they can shout out, change the direction. So as an example, I'm travelling one way, that will close, change, and now I have to go the opposite way. Okay, and that's really going to test, change, to see whether or not we have that ball under control. Change, change. Okay, that's going to test how quickly that we're able to react, having the ball at our feet, and being able to quickly change direction using those various combinations, okay? Inside, outside, sole of the foot, left or right foot. Okay, so a few different variations here. Final point just to mention on this one, so if you're of the older age group, okay, try and see if we can take lighter touches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting back round to the original starting point. Younger age groups who are less experienced or lower ability, just really focus on loads of touches and keeping it close by to the edge of the circle, okay, around the outside. Obviously, main purpose inside, lots of touches, repetitive touches. Around the outside, it's less touches, however, we really want to keep control of that ball, okay? So if you are that younger age group, lower ability or less experienced, then to begin with, if you're taking quite a few touches, just to keep it close by to the edge of the circle, then it's absolutely fine. A few variations, give it a try, a really effective exercise here, okay? For your ball mastery, to develop your skills, your techniques, okay, and just becoming comfortable and confident using and moving that ball. Give it a try.
Cool, so that was our ball mastery exercise. Now remember, some of the key points to take away from the ball mastery exercise is that we was looking at two key areas, okay? Movement of the ball and control of the ball. When we was inside the circle, we've taken lots of different touches, so using the insides, outside and sole of our foot, both on our left and our right foot as well. Moving the ball in different directions, so forwards, backwards, left and right, including when we was changing feet too. When we was outside the circle, we was taking less touches and travelling at a quicker speed, but throughout that exercise, the ball was always under control, okay? So number one, we could stop it, or we could also change our direction. Really important, but with that exercise, we get lots of repetition in, and we explore using the ball, using our insides, outside, sole of our foot, and both feet as well. That's gonna really help us become comfortable and confident in mastering this ball. Cool, so now we're moving into our ball circuit exercise, and for this you're going to need a space, you're going to need a ball, but you're going to need a few more objects. I have 10, as always. If you don't have cones, don't worry, just get your hands on anything that you have lying around, but once you've got your 10 objects, once you've got your ball, once you've got your space, we're ready to go. Right, so for this ball circuit exercise, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need your objects. Remember, I suggested potentially having 10. If you don't have as many as that, no problem at all, you just repeat the exercise on numerous occasions. What you're going to do is you're going to start the ball on the floor, okay, and you're going to start with your 10 objects or however many you have in your hand, okay, so that's just one thing to maybe be aware of with your objects, just make sure it's something which you can actually keep hold of as well, okay, as you're moving around. Now what's going to happen is using the space that you're working within, okay, similar to the ball mastery exercise that we've just done, I'm going to be looking to try and travel with the ball using both of my feet, using different parts of my feet, okay, now we're starting to become more confident and comfortable with exploring the ball using different parts of the feet, using left or right. And what's going to happen is when I throw one of my objects onto the floor, I'm going to dribble over to that location. Okay, so as an example, I'm dribbling around, I throw it onto the floor, I go over to it, I'm now dribbling back around again, and then I look for another one. I dribble over it, and then I carry on, okay, until I've got rid of all of my different objects. Okay, so this one is all about, again, control of the ball, but it's also about the movement of the ball and how quickly you can react to where this object is travelling to. Okay, again, once you get to the object, control it, carry on moving around. Alright, so here we go. So moving around, and let's go right foot. You can see where we're from object. And it's across it, brilliant. Now I'll carry moving again. So I throw my next object. There we go. Super. Carry on moving around. Let's go right foot. Just keep hold of my ball. And also, if you can go across my object, you turn. Here we go. Moving around. There we go. There, time, well done. Keep going. Remember, load the touches on the ball. There's that time up to your left. Cool. Okay, I'm free to where you are. So, once you've got rid of all your 10 objects, just click this back up again. Cool. Now what's quite interesting with this one is depending on which objects you have, okay, sometimes when you throw an object, it might just land, but other objects may potentially roll, okay, or keep on moving. So if that does happen, not a problem at all, okay, just helps to create an extra bit of a challenge for where you actually have to travel to, okay, it's not just necessarily where the object's being thrown to, it may carry on with its movement, alright, so really important in that one, we're using both of our feet to help us keep control of the ball, okay? And using all parts of our feet as well, inside, outside, sole of our foot, alright? That's what's going to help us go to, like I said, number one, keep the ball under control and move in different directions. And number two, to help us react quicker and get across to the destination of where our object has gone. Alright? So, lower ability age groups, again, just focus primarily at the moment on just actually getting to the area where the object's gone, okay? Higher ability age groups, okay? You should be looking to try and get there a lot quicker, okay? So as soon as the object goes down, think about that first touch. That's going to help you direct the ball to where you want to go. That's what you should be focusing on. That first touch, okay? To help you
explode and accelerate towards where the object is. As well, another key thing I want to try out in, if you are in the old age group or the higher ability age group, and you have somebody there who can assist you or oversee what you're doing, get them to throw the objects in, okay? Because again, that's going to create different types of reactions, because we're not going to know where the object's going to go to, and also as well, we're not going to know when they're going to be thrown in, okay? So if there's somebody there with you who can help you out, and they throw the object, creates much more realistic reactions, and also creates a further challenge for us to have to adapt to, okay? So we can be facing this way, object goes down, okay, and we now need to turn, change our direction and react as well. Cool. So once you've done that, I'm going to go through it one more time, okay? This time though, what's going to happen is if you are working by yourself, so you're working individually and don't have nobody else there with you, that's not a problem at all. I'm just going to show you something which you could possibly try and do, okay? So, ball going onto the floor. I'm going to go through the routine of what we've just done, so once they go, they all spread out. But, difference this time, I'm then going to start collecting them again, okay? I might go to random ones, or if I can remember the order that they've gone out in, I might go back and collect them in that same order. But here we go. Traveling around. If we're getting a bit more confident and comfortable, try and get around a bit quicker. Now what my son did, moved around, and I'm trying to see if I can collect my items. Make sure the ball's under control, they don't make anything. So see how I just stop the ball there to control it. So it doesn't get away. Okay, so I've got all my objects back, and that just means there's more of a natural transition to now if I wanted to start that game again. I can go straight away because I've got my objects in my hand. Right, so a few different variations there. Try and get some assistance or help if you can, because it really does help to try and create more of a challenge and also more natural, realistic reactions. The main thing in that one, similar to the ball mastery, control of the ball, movement of the ball, okay, and really making sure that we're able to use both of our feet and various parts of our feet to move it and react quickly to the movement of the object, okay? Excellent. Give it a try. Quite a physically demanding on that one, but lots of benefits to trying it out. Alright, so, cool. Give it a go and see how you get on.
Right, so that's the end of session 7. So just very quickly to recap on today's key points. So although we was looking at various different areas of the game today, one thing remained constant throughout, and that was our control of the ball, okay? Where we was looking at the techniques of understanding how to control the ball from the air, so bringing the ball down under control, taking away the speed of the ball, using different parts of our feet, using our left foot, our right foot, or maybe even different parts of the body as well, or looking at the control of the ball when the ball is on the ground, and understanding how to change direction or stop the ball so that we're protecting it potentially from a defender, say for example. Really important with this exercise, we do lots of repetition, we do lots of exploring, okay, because we never know how the ball is actually going to come to us, whether it's in the air, on the ground, or at what speed. So it's really important we get lots of repetition in with these sort of exercises, okay? So, as always, I hope you've enjoyed the session. Please make sure that you subscribe, comment, like, interact with the video. Let us know how you get on, share some of that good feedback. Let us know any types of exercises or sessions that you want to see, and I look forward to seeing you at the next session. Take care, and I'll see you soon.